At first glance, winter might seem like a time when nature has gone quiet. Bare trees, frozen ground, and nothing to forage. But what if I told you that some of the most powerful magical allies are actually thriving right now, even in the depths of winter? Evergreens like pine, holly, and ivy have been revered for centuries, not just for their beauty, but for their resilience and powerful energy. These plants hold the secrets of protection, renewal, and growth, magic that has been passed down through the ages. So stick with me because in this video, we're going to uncover the ancient wisdom and practical magic of evergreens. And I'll show you exactly how you can work with them in your own craft. Evergreens have a unique place in magic and in spirituality. While most of the plants follow a cycle of the seasons, blooming in the spring, thriving in the summer, and fading in the autumn, evergreens remain constant. Their vibrant energy endures through even the harshest of winters, making them powerful symbols of immortality, resilience, and renewal. Hello, everybody. If I've not met you before, my name is Emma Louise Dyson, and welcome to the Wild and Untamed Way, where we talk about all things shamanic witchcraft, earth medicine, and living in harmony with the changing of the seasons and the wheel of the year. In the spiritual sense, evergreens represent the life force that persists no matter how cold or dark the world has become. That's why they have been revered in magical traditions for centuries. Often as protectors or seen as guardians, their ability to survive even in the dead of winter ties them deeply to the themes of protection and enduring strength. In ancient times, evergreens were central to seasonal rituals. For example, during Yule and the winter solstice celebrations, they were brought into the homes to remind people of the promise of brighter days ahead. We do that with trees, right? Holly, with its very sharp leaves and its bright red berries, was believed to ward off evil spirits, while ivy represented the intertwining connections between the life and death. Pine branches, too, were often used to cleanse the space of negativity and to invite a fresh, protective energy. I mean, just smell pine. It just is so fresh and invigorating, isn't it? So when we work with evergreens today, we are connecting to this deep lineage of magic and lore. They are reminders that even in the darkest time, life persists, and their energy is here to support us and to protect us as we move through our own cycles of rest and renewal. So let's get started and talk about pine. If I had to sum up pine's energy in one word, it would be cleansing. Pine is like nature's purifier. Its fresh, crisp scent is uplifting yet grounding all at the same time, which is why it's often used in both physical and energetic cleansing rituals. In magic, pine is known for its ability to banish negativity and protect sacred spaces. Burning dried pine needles or pine resin as incense is an excellent way to cleanse the home, your altar, or even yourself. It clears out stagnant and harmful energy, and it leaves behind a renewed sense of vitality. So if you're ever feeling energetically heavy or stuck, working with pine can really help you to hit that reset button. Pine is also deeply tied to the concept of renewal. This tree thrives through the coldest months, reminding us that growth and life are always possible, even in challenging conditions. Pine cones, for example, are powerful symbols of fertility and abundance, representing seeds of potential waiting to grow. In spell work, you can use a pine cone to amplify your intentions that are related to growth, manifestation, or bringing new opportunities into your life. There's also a strong protective energy associated with pine. Hanging pine branches above doorways or windows has long been a traditional way to ward off unwanted spirits or energies. Even simply placing a small piece of pine bundle, maybe just the needles on your altar, can really carry that energy with you and be a wonderful talisman for protection. In folklore, pine has been considered sacred for thousands of years, and many cultures believe that pine trees had direct connections to the divine. The ancient Greeks, for example, associated pine with Dionysus, right? The god of fertility and rebirth. So this connection to life and protection and renewal is what makes pine such a powerful ally in magic. Now let's talk about holly. Holly, a plant that is as magical as it is iconic during the winter months. Holly is often associated with protection, making it one of the most powerful allies for warding off negativity and safeguarding your space. Its sharp, spiky leaves were believed to physically repel harmful spirits, and in ancient times, holly was hung above doorways or windows to keep evil forces from entering the home. But holly's magic goes beyond protection. It carries an energy of balance and of harmony. And in folklore, holly was thought to represent the masculine solar energy, while its counterpart, ivy, embodied the feminine lunar energy. Together, they symbolize this union of opposites, light and dark, masculine and feminine, life and death. And if you're looking to create harmony in your relationships, in your household, or even within yourself, holly can be an incredible tool to incorporate into your spells and rituals. Holly also plays an important role in the turning of the seasons. In pagan traditions, the Holly King rules over the darker half of the year, from the summer solstice to the winter solstice, before passing his reign over to the Oak King, who oversees the lighter half of the year. This connection to the cycle of death and rebirth makes holly a perfect plant to work with during times of transformation or times of endings. And it reminds us, just as the Holly King surrenders his crown, we too must release the old to make way for the new. In spell work, holly is incredibly versatile. You can use its leaves, you can use its berries, you can use its branches in your protection spells, in fertility rituals, and even as a symbol of courage. Carrying a sprig of holly can give you the strength that you need in challenging times, and placing it on your altar can amplify the energy of perseverance and resilience. Holly berries, even, not holly belly. Holly berries, although they are very beautiful, they are also highly toxic. So they're more symbolic in magic rather than in something that you would work with directly. That said, their bright red colour is a potent symbol of life and vitality during the dark days of the winter. Holly has also long been tied to Yule and other winter celebrations, and its deep green leaves and its vibrant berries were seen as a reminder that even in the darkest times, life persists, and the cycles of nature are always turning. When you bring holly into your magic, you're calling on its ancient power to protect, to harmonize, and to guide you through those periods of change. Now, let's explore ivy. We've just touched on it, but ivy is a plant with a quiet but a deeply transformative energy. Ivy is one of those plants that often doesn't get into the spotlight enough, but its magic is powerful. And when you really tune into it, it can be such a potent ally in your magical workings. Ivy is known for its resilience, its ability to climb and to twist and to thrive even in the hardest conditions. Ivy symbolizes perseverance adaptability, and growth. And these traits make it an incredible ally if you are wanting to incorporate it into your magical practice. One of ivy's most beautiful qualities is its ability to bind and connect. And in magic, ivy is often used in binding spells, not just for keeping things or people together, but also for weaving your energy into a specific intention. So it is perfect for love spells, partnerships, or for strengthening bonds with others. So whether you're working to heal a relationship, to deepen your connection with someone, or even strengthen your connection to yourself, ivy can really help you to create those long-lasting ties. Ivy also represents growth, it represents expansion, but it does so in a very quiet and patient way. Unlike plants that burst into bloom, ivy climbs steadily. It climbs persistently. It reminds us that progress doesn't have to be fast to be meaningful. And it's a very powerful plant to work with if you are setting long-term goals or if you are manifesting something that requires patience and dedication. You can use ivy in spell work for personal growth, for career advancement, and even for spiritual development. And in folklore, ivy was associated with protection, much like holly, and it was believed to keep negativity at bay and to guard against misfortune. So you can use ivy as well in protection spells by weaving its vines maybe into a circle or a wreath and then hanging that above your door or above your altar. It's also a wonderful plant for creating a protective talisman. Just be sure to dry it properly if you plan to work with it long term. Ivy also has a rich symbolic history in many ancient cultures. In Celtic lore, it was seen as a symbol of the eternal even, representing the cycle of life and death and rebirth. It's often paired with holly as part of your traditions where you see them together. We just talked about this, the duality of life, the balance of the masculine and the feminine energies. In ancient Greece, again, it was sacred and it was worn as a crown during celebrations to symbolize joy and vitality. But on a practical level, working with ivy can be as simple as just incorporating its energies into your ritual. You can use the vines in knot magic. You can add it to charm bags for resilience and for strength, or you can just place it on your altar as a symbol of endurance and connection. Like holly, ivy is a plant of the dark half of the year, reminding us that even in times of quiet and rest, growth is happening beneath the surface. And what I love most about holly, about ivy, is that it teaches us to honor our own persistence. No matter how tough times get, ivy shows us that we can always find a way to climb and to grow and to thrive, even if it means going in unexpected directions. It's a plant that whispers, "You're stronger than you think." So, now that we've explored the unique magical properties of pine and holly and ivy, let's talk about how you can bring these incredible plants into your own spiritual practice. So whether you have access to fresh evergreens, dried material, or even symbolic representations, there are countless ways that you can work with their energy. First of all, cleansing and protection rituals. We have talked a lot about this in this video, but they are fantastic allies for clearing out negativity and creating a protective shield around your space. So you can burn dried pine needles as incense or sprinkle them around your home for energetic cleansing. You can place pine cones near doors and windowsills as a natural protection charm, or you could use holly branches to create a protective wreath, hang the sprigs above your door, or weave ivy vines into a circle to create a protective charm, or carry a small bundle with you as a talisman for strength and resilience. You can also incorporate evergreens into your seasonal altars. I made a wreath. You can probably see a little bit of that behind me. But evergreens, as we know, are deeply tied to the winter season. So arrange pine branches, holly leaves, ivy vines alongside candles to represent the persistence of life even through the darker days. Use pine cones or holly berries as offerings to the earth, your ancestors or deities that you work with. Or you can add symbols of the sun, like gold or yellow candles, to honor the returning of the light after the solstice. Next up, let's talk about creating some magical tools with evergreens, because they are perfect for crafting tools or charms that hold long-lasting energy. Here's a few ideas. You can gather small sprigs of pine and holly and ivy, tie them together, maybe with a red thread, to create a charm for protection, prosperity, or endurance, and simply hang it in your home or keep it on your altar. You can collect pine cones and then anoint them with oils. I like frankincense or cedarwood, but you can then use these in spells for abundance and growth, or for manifesting long-term goals. You could also, if you're looking for quick ways to tap into the magic of evergreens, just place a few pine needles under your pillow to promote healing and fresh beginnings while you sleep. Just be mindful, stick in your face. You could also carry a sprig of holly in your bag to shield yourself from negative energies. Or if you are writing a goal or an intention on a piece of paper, you could then wrap it in an ivy vine and place it on your altar to encourage steady process, right? So you can see that even the simplest practices that can be done anytime can be a wonderful way to incorporate evergreen magic into your daily life. Now, if you plan on gathering your own evergreens, just remember to do so respectfully and ethically. Take only what you need, never strip a tree bare, and of course, always leave an offering in gratitude. This could be a pinch of herbs, a small crystal, or simply just a spoken word of thanks. I always ask the tree before I take anything as well, and just tune in to what comes through. It's very clear sometimes that some trees, maybe if they're struggling, don't want you to take any of their foliage. So just tune into that. And for those of you that don't have access to fresh evergreens, don't worry. Dried materials, essential oils, or even symbolic representations like drawings or artificial greenery can also work. The energy of the plant is still present even in these forms. So there we go, folks. By tapping into and working with evergreens in this way, you are tapping into their timeless energy of protection, renewal, and resilience. They remind us that even in the coldest and darkest times, life is still vibrant, magic is still present, and growth is always possible. So whether you're cleansing your space with pine, creating protective charms with holly, or weaving ivy into spells of growth and connection, these plants hold powerful energies that have been cherished for centuries, and they're waiting to work with you too. So I would love to know which evergreen resonates with you the most. Is it pine for purifying and abundant energy, holly for protection and transformation, or ivy's resilience and ability to connect? Please do share your thoughts in the comments below. I would absolutely love to hear from you, and also hear how you plan to use these plants in your practice. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into the magic of evergreens, don't forget to like this video and to subscribe to my channel for more witchy wisdom and seasonal magic. I've got some amazing videos to share with you, from practical tips to ancient lore, and I don't want you to miss out on any of those. So thank you so much for joining me today and for celebrating the magic of evergreens with me. And if you're curious about more ways to connect with winter's energy, stay tuned, because I've got some amazing videos coming up for you. We have got the power of fire magic in winter, and some other cool content as well. So there we go, folks. Oh, and finally, one more thing. If you would like to cut some cords this winter, or whenever you're watching this video, I have got a free cord cutting bundle. I will link it below. You can check it out. And basically there is a guided meditation. There is a full moon ritual and a workbook to help you to cut those ties to the things that no longer serve you and to step into the fresh energy of spring feeling renewed. I'll see you on the next video. Until next time, stay cool, won't you? Lots of love.